connecting. Let me know when you're on. Sorry, it was reconnecting there. So tonight we're going for another look using the MAC Connecting colour. And it's her, well, it's their, I should say, Rose Lens eyeshadow palette. So I've done my skincare. I'll wait for you guys to come on. I'm going to pop on some eye cream while we're doing that. Okay, primer wise, I've got a couple of options, but I'm going through a dry phase still, so I'm probably going to use a hydration primer. I've done my skincare. I'm just going to pop on some eye cream. This is the Vitamin E Nourishing Eye Cream. So we're going to pop some of that on just here, just underneath. And I'll probably use the Rimmel's 48-hour Intense Hydration Boost as well. I got my water today as well because I need it. Okay. So I'll just wait for you guys to come in. Spray my bit. Let me know when you're on, just with an emoji, and that you can hear as well. I always ask that at the start now, just so I know people can actually hear. Do let me know, just with an emoji or something. That was just the Vitamin E Hydrating Mist. Not sure if I should keep my hair up or not. But do let me know with an emoji. I'm just going to go into settings, just so that I know you can hear what I'm saying. Hi, can you hear me? My day was okay. How are you? Just checking everybody can hear me first. I don't know if you can hear me. This is what I was afraid of happening. If you can hear me, just put an emoji or something. Otherwise, I'll have to restart the live. Oh, good. Okay. Good, good. How are you? How was your day? I can't see who else is on because where the camera is or the lighting is. How was your day? So this, guys, is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 48-hour boost. It's an intense moisture plumping primer. It's really good for dry skin. So we're just gonna, and it's got like a pump as well, so you don't waste any product. I'm just gonna pop that around the face quickly. I know it's a Sunday. Sometimes it's not the is it a, yes, it is Sunday. I have to check. It's not the busiest time for lives, but I thought I'd come on and say hello. Okay. So how has everybody been? Yours is good. How was your walk with your friend and the dog? It was good with Tara. Her name is Tara. The little dog. We go to Blenheim Palace. I don't know if you know it. Well, obviously you're not in the UK, but it's huge grounds. It's a palace, but it has a lot of grounds, and I've got a yearly pass. It's really beautiful there. I should take photos and put it on the next time we're there. So yeah, it was really good. We got really good weather as well. Okay, guys, so that's just the primer put on. Hi, Cosmic Lean 6435. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Kira. Outside of YouTube, I do support work for young adults with autism and mental health. And here on the channel, you'll see that if you take a look at the channel, I do makeup and some mental health videos too, so makeup tutorials. This is a makeup tutorial today, guys. We're going to be using the MAC 6 Quad, and it's the Connecting Color Rose Lens. That's what that is. So that's what that is, guys. So we're going to start to do that. One moment now, guys. I'm just going to get, so I've used the primer. The primer was the Lasting Finish 48-hour Hydration Boost Intense. Hi, Kindred Angels. How are you? How have you been? I'm just on my primer stage now, so I haven't been on very long. How's your day? So what we're going to do now is just pop on, what was I going to do for foundation? I'm going in with just a skin tint today, guys. I've got a new video up too, guys. I've got my drugstore recommendations, so definitely take a look at that. Oh, I'm okay, thank you. I'm feeling a little bit more rested, thankfully. So guys, this is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It's really, really good. Definitely pop on your SPF beforehand. But yeah, it's really, really good. It's got hyaluronic acid and niacinamide. So really good. Again, lots of skincare. Your day was beautiful. Wow. This is what this looks like, guys. So it's not really, if you're saying is it a foundation, it's more of a skin tint. But it's really, really nice. Yeah, I've got a video up. I did a video, my recommendations for drugstore makeup. So it's up now on my channel. And I just went through things that are really accessible for people, but actually really work. And this is included in it. They really, really work. So I got you flowers. Oh, thank you. Cosmic Lean, subscribe. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, is going to go in with just my beauty blender, and we're just going to quickly blend this into the skin. I've already, guys, you won't believe it. If you're not new to me, you'll know that I worked over Christmas. And it's kind of, everyone does their little bit, you know. I've already, and my boss is going to find out on Monday, I've already applied for Christmas off next year, which nobody usually does. But I do not want to be working next Christmas. Absolutely not. So this weekend, even though I'm still on holiday, I'm not back until Wednesday. Thank you, Cosmic Lean. I've already applied for 5 days in December off. So, and she can't really say, oh, it's not enough time in advance. That's why I did it, so that, you know, it's January, so they can't say anything. So yes, that's what I'm doing. I want to go to the New Forest with my mum, so that's my plan. Yeah, lots of notice. I want to go to the New Forest. You guys should check out the New Forest. It's so beautiful there, honestly, guys. It's so beautiful. I saw that, yeah, and I was trying to kind of figure out. Okay. I decided to go for burgundy highlights, so I'm not going to go blonde. I'm not going to go blonde. I'm going to do like burgundy highlights. I saw a picture of it. I wish I could actually put a screenshot up. I can't, but I saw it on Pinterest, and yeah, amazing. So you can see, guys, even though it's a skin tint, you can see it. It almost kind of fits like a medium foundation, and it's not. It's got you know, it's got mostly its moisturizer. Anytime you hear skin tint, it's moisturizer with a bit of a tint, basically. But guys, check out, you know, if you ever come to the UK, look up the New Forest, and also look up the Peak District as well. That's quite nice there too. So that's my plan. So it's way in advance, so they can't say no. So that was my plan. So yeah, hopefully that works. Oh, you got some, yeah, everything should sub to you. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. But it's very nature-like. It's got lots of, you know, a lot of protected forest around it. A lot of protected forest. So you've got a lot of wildlife. So you've got a lot of wild horses. You've got a lot of deer. You've got just so much wildlife. So it's just beautiful to see, you know. And I stayed in a local hotel there once, and it was really, really nice. And you need that time to spend with your family. If she says no, tell your boss you need to valid reason. Absolutely. She can't, like, I've given like almost 11 months notice, so they can't say anything. Rob Bryant, hi from the UK. Hello. Yeah, so that's kind of the skin tint on, guys. And I would say, and I said that in my video today, like, you really would think it's a foundation. But obviously it's hydrating, super hydrating. It's the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. And it won't, guys, it's not super, super expensive. So, you know, and again, Wet n Wild are quite a good brand as well. Okay, let's go for concealer. So how has everybody else's weekend been? Let me know. What have you done for the weekend? So this is just the e.l.f. Hydro Camo Concealer. I've got my water today so I don't get too hot. Again, e.l.f. are a really good make. I only put a little bit, guys, because you'll see when I blend it in how much actually comes off. But I always love finding out how your guys' day and weekend has been as well. My last official day off tomorrow, guys, and then I'm back to work. It's always the last day. So I've got one more day tomorrow, and then I'm back to work. I don't want to go back, but I have to. Wet n Wild, what makes it wild? I have no idea. That's just the brand. Wet n Wild. Bare Focus. Wet n Wild Bare Focus. There you go. Did you watch the TV show I recommended? No, I did not yet. I haven't had a chance yet, but tomorrow I'll have some time to look at Netflix. So was it You? Was that what you said it was? You? If you let me know if that's the correct one. I think you said it was You. Y-O-U. But I will have time tomorrow. So I'll for sure take a look. Tomorrow's the perfect time because it's the last day really that I have. Yeah, okay, well I'll take a look at that. Is it Netflix that it's on? Did you say it was Netflix? I'm just blending that in, guys, because you can you imagine, guys, this is just a skin tint. So if you're somebody who doesn't want to wear heavy makeup, then this is perfect. So again, Wet n Wild, Bare Focus Hydrating Skin Tint. Are you wearing a dress? No, it's just a red top. I got it in New Look a while back. Mr. Red Top. Netflix. Okay, perfect. I'll take a look at that tomorrow. So yeah, you kind of just get that nice kind of look. We are going to go in with the Rimmel. And I feel like I keep telling everybody about Rimmel, and I don't mean to. It's just something that I use all the time. And it's Rimmel the Multitasker, just a bit of a highlight over the skin. Yeah, it's kind of probably where it folds in, it looks a little bit like a dress, but no, it's I just have my jeans on. It's just top. Yeah, it's just a top. So this is Wet n Wild, the Multitasker. I don't keep meaning to bring up Rimmel constantly, but it's just something that's been really good. It's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless. So yeah, Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless is, I think, about £38, so maybe $42. And Rimmel again is quite. I'm going to be trying to focus on the house now, guys, money wise. I got a bed for the other room. I want to get a new kind of sofa, so a load of stuff is going to have to be put on the back burner, I think. Do you have a favorite makeup you like using? I like Elf products. Elf are quite good, and L'Oreal. The makeup I keep going to is Elf, and the foundation I've been using a lot now is the Maybelline Lifter foundation. So yeah, there's a couple really, but yeah. So I'm just going to go in with my foundation brush for this, and just kind of dab that in. So this is the filter, so it's a primer. You can use it as a primer, a highlight. I'll show you what it says. So primer, highlighter, and a glow booster. So that's what that uses, and this is what it looks like. Are you married? You said you got another bed. No, I'm not married. The other bed's for my mom when she comes to visit. I get asked that a lot, but I think these days, guys, most of the people I know are married, to be fair. Are you married, Kindred Angels? So it gives a little bit of a glow, as you say. Now, if you've got really good skin, just use it as a primer, or even on its own. You could use it on its own. Okay, so we're going to go in now with a setting powder, but it is going to give us a little bit more of a kind of, it's a hybrid foundation basically. So it's a powder foundation, but it's a hybrid, which means that it's almost a foundation in itself. So I'm going to use it really lightly. I'll show you. It made it into my video today for the recommendations. So in the back, there you've got the mirror. And then you've got this. It gives you a little bit of a sponge as well, but I'm not going to use that. But if you wanted to, you can. This is in 10, so there's not a name as such. This is an actual hybrid foundation, so you could use it on its own. Like I said, I'm just going to use it to kind of, I'm only 25 years old, 24, and never been on a date. Wow. Do you want to go on a date? So what I'm going to do is just get like a buffing brush, just take some of that. Sorry, I'm just getting messages. Take some of that on the brush, and we're just going to kind of buff that in. You'll see it gives me a color. I think dating is kind of, it can be really because everybody, I don't know, you're always nervous on a first date, I think. So I understand. And like you say, you don't know what to say, for sure. I get that. I've got a lot of my friends, guys, that are actually still with the same person they were with in high school, which I think is crazy. But yeah. So that's it, guys. You can see it's definitely given me a bit of a glow. It is a hybrid foundation, so you are going to get like coverage all day long. So my parents said work is more important than, yeah, I agree. 100% agree. Look after yourself. Make sure you're financially okay, emotionally okay. It is. They're right. They're 100% right. It is more important. Yeah, it is more important. Have you been on a date? Not in a very long time. But I do agree with your parents. I think, definitely just focus on you, focus on yourself, focus on what you enjoy, do what you like to do. So, okay, so that's kind of the setting done. We're going to go in now with bronzing. And this is, again, wasn't on purpose. It's the Rimmel the Multitasker, but it's their bronzer. I'm not going to continue to use them all night, I promise. This is the Bronzing Contour and Sculpting Stick. Did you ever have a good date or a bad one? I can tell you a bad date that I had years ago, and you're just going to think it's not even true, but it is. I don't think I've talked about this for ages, but it's kind of weird. So I got set up by a friend. This is, gosh, a couple of years ago now. Um, to go on a coffee date with my friend thought that we'd both hit it off. Basically, we didn't, but anyway, rewind. So we met in a coffee shop over here, and so everything's going okay. He got his coffee, he got me a coffee, and then like he's asking where I'm from. I said I'm from Ireland. He was like, oh, my sister is studying in Ireland, so it all sounded okay. Um, and then he just said something about tinfoil, and I kind of went. I couldn't really hear because it was very very loud, and so I sort of said, "Oh, can you say that?" And he said, "Oh, my apartment's full of tinfoil," and I thought he meant like a mess or something like that. And then he went on to tell me that he, this is true. I am not lying. He said he went on to tell me that because of the aliens, he protects his apartment by putting tinfoil on all the windows. So I'm kind of waiting for him to laugh or to say it's a joke. And what he was completely serious. He told me that to keep himself safe, he puts tinfoil all over his apartment windows so he's protected. So needless to say, I pretended that my phone rang and that it was on silent. And then I had to I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I have to go, But he was going on and on about tinfoil and how it protects his apartment from the aliens. And that had to be the weirdest, weirdest date I ever had in my life, honestly. And he was so serious when he was talking about it. I had to get out of there. I was just kind of like, I respect what other people believe, but he just kept on continuing about covering his, every part of his apartment that anyone could see. Yeah, really strange, guys. Everyone has their own beliefs, but it wasn't for me. It had to be, when it comes to weird and strange, and bad, that had to kind of be right up there with that. Yeah. I don't think she knew this, no, because when I told her afterwards, she was just like bursting out. She goes, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yes." I was like, "What were you doing?" What were you doing? She was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And then he found me on social media and he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I had to, oh, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Yeah. So, hi, Becky Chapman. But yeah, it was a very interesting date. Let me say that. Oh my gosh, guys! Each to their own. Everybody believes, but it was just too much for me. It was too much. I couldn't, I just couldn't. So, so what we're going to do is blend this in. This is the Rimmel the Multitasker bronzer, and I'm just going to use my Real Techniques contour brush just to bronze it too. It is. It's funny now looking back, going, "What on earth was that about?" Aliens and things, which I don't know. It's just strange. I mean, where do you go from there in the conversation too? Like, how do you even move on? Even if I stayed, like, how would we have moved on from that? Like, what else would you have said? God, oh, I don't want to know. Oh dear, gosh, guys, So I think your parents are 100% right. Focus on you, studies. Yeah, okay. So there. So that kind of just gives a light bronzy effect. You can do a contour with it if you're really strong, kind of use a smaller brush to contour the face, but I'm just going to use it as a bronzer. Yeah, exactly. If you believe that too, obviously that's fine, but I'm just not. I don't believe in aliens or anything like that. So it was just a really unusual kind of thing to hear somebody say. And when I said it to my friend, she was so apologetic. She said I would never have done that, you know, had I known. And yes, I know it was definitely, yeah, definitely one of the weirdest dates I've been on. I'd had another date. This is going back like 11 or 12 years now, if not, no, a bit longer than that, who kept calling me Sarah. And it ended up that his ex-girlfriend was called Sarah. I'm called Kira, and he kept apologizing, but then he kept doing it every 5 seconds. He was like, "Oh, do you want to drink, Sarah?" And I'm like, "I'm Kira," and he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, my ex was called Sarah." I was like, "That's okay." And then like half an hour later, we'd be talking, and he'd say Sarah. So yeah, he obviously wasn't over Sarah, whoever Sarah was. So yeah, yeah, crazy. I would say if you're 24, build up your friend network, build up that kind of side of things, build up what you want to do, and just build up your friend network. That's what I would say, honestly. That's the best way to be. Seriously. Yeah. Abdullari, so pretty. Thank you. So this is the Rimmel 03 Radiance, and all I'm doing is going to just go over kind of where we use the. He was a nice guy. He was a nice guy, but he just kept calling me Sarah the entire time. And he was like, he kept apologizing though. He kept being really bad. I'm so sorry. So I said, I think you need to call Sarah. And he was like, I'm so sorry. It's fine. It's okay. I just think you need to call Sarah. You're not over Sarah. Because I'm Kira. Like to be fair, he was a nice person. He just, as I said before, I don't think he was over this Sarah girl, you know. So, but he was kind of he was okay. No, you're Kira Bear. I know. Yeah. Because first of all, I knew they sounded so similar. So when he said it the first time, I thought, oh, he's just made him as, you know, Sarah, Kira, very similar names, sounding names. But no, then he went on to tell me that, you know, his ex and him had broken up a few months back and he was very sad and all this stuff. So yeah, it almost ended up him having a therapy kind of session with me about how he feels. So yeah, that was that. But no, I would, if I was you, I would just build up my friendships and just focus on you and family and things like that. Because you know what's meant to be will come. I always believe that whatever is meant to be will just come. You know, it will. So I don't think people should rush to find things, because once you're in it, make sure that you're okay in your kind of headspace with yourself before you even think about somebody else. That's what I would do anyway. This is a highlighter. We're not going to use it yet, but I did want to show it to you guys. It's the Revolution Just My Type, and it's the just a highlighter reloaded. Revolution again. I don't know if they're available in the US or Canada, but they are an amazing makeup brand, and this is just their highlighter. Okay. Hi Candice, how are you? Kindred Angels, I have no friends, just here on YouTube. Nice people here, and I support my coworkers. That's all I have. Well, I mean, that's something, isn't it? I think your coworkers, people say if you work full time, people always say you spend more time with people at work than you actually do at home. So actually, they do become part of something, don't they? They do become some part of something. And I think your family is also, your family are very close to you too. I'm good, thank you, Candice. How's your weekend been? So we're going to go in with a blush. We're going to go in with Sangria. Are we going to go? Yeah, we're going to go with Sangria from Primark. This is it here. Who's a witch? Sorry. Oh, you've got your gymnastics competition tomorrow. Wow. Are you nervous or do you feel confident? Yes, sangria is a drink, but they've called this specific kind of color pink sangria for some reason. It says it on the, does it say it on the back? Just so people don't think I'm crazy. Yeah, it just says it right there, sangria. I know it is weird for a blusher name, but it is sangria. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling confident because, it must be a lot of pressure put on you in gymnast, when there's a competition, I can imagine. Um, it's great that you're feeling confident, honestly. How long does it take? How long does the competition go on for? So I'm just going to take a little bit of this, guys, because it's super strong, and we're going to take it really lightly up the cheeks. And the reason I'm going in with pink is because the MAC eyeshadow palette we're going to use is Rose. So what I'm doing is, you can see I've kind of built it up there, and I'm going to go in separately with a kind of buffing brush, and we're just going to buff that out like that. So we kind of get that feel to it. 4.5 hours. Wow. My goodness. Do you get a break in between? It sometimes goes on for 8 hours. Whoa. Is that like you taking a turn and then somebody else, so you still get to kind of rest? And what we're going to do, guys, is we're actually going to use what's left on the brush for the other side. We're not going to go back in because it's quite a strong color. That's good. Do your parents go to see it as well? So again, I'm going to use the same brush just to go back in. That's good. And we're just going to bring that up just so it's, you can see, guys, it's a really, can you see how much, a little that I put on, and look what we got. So this is really good value for money, but also be super careful because, as you can see, you definitely get a strong color with that. Wow. So how long do you practice every week? So how long is practice for during the week after school? Okay, so that's what we're going to do with the blush. We're going to leave it there, guys. I'm just going to put on a little bit of this spritz spray. This is just the vitamin E hydrating mist. It's not going to mess the makeup up in any way, but it just refreshes and cools you down a bit. Your parents go. Amazing. It's just a little bit refreshing. Take some water. That's amazing. Are you okay, Kindred Angels? So this is the palette, guys. It's the MAC. Now, it's by no means new. I think it's been out for about 2 years. Whoa, so no rest the next day. Candace, I think are you asking if she rest, she has to go back straight away the next day? It's saying there's an issue with the oh, you play football. It's saying there's an issue with the Wi-Fi. Sorry, guys. I think we're okay though. What I'll do actually is the brows first. Before we go in with this, let's go in with the brows. Wow, you play football too. Do you have a favorite sport, if you could pick any of them? Okay, Kindred Angels, I'm just checking and making sure you're okay. I think for everybody, guys, January is always one of those months that we always, start of the year, Christmas is over, and you know, it's one of those times, isn't it, where everyone has to just get back on track, and it can be hard sometimes, can't it? Does the body need rest if you're doing so much exercise? I'd imagine it does, for sure. Yeah. Rest days, where they have, like, Candace, do you have rest days where you can just take a break? I agree. I think you would definitely need okay, I'll do this here, and then I'll take more water. My favorite sport is gymnastics, and one time I tried out for cheer, but I didn't make it. Really? I'm surprised, if you're doing gymnastics, that you didn't make it, because she's doing a lot. Yeah, we were just wondering, Candace, do you have any rest days? Because you do so much sport. Do you have a day where you're just able to rest? She was going to be my favorite because I did it when I was young, but then now I do gymnastics. Okay. So you wouldn't have time to do, I guess, cheerleading now that you do the gymnastics. I understand. Hi, Tessos. How are you? How are you doing today? I think if I could go back, I was on the swim team. Sometimes I do, but not mostly. Oh, I see. So do you get 1 week, like 1 day a week that you're able to rest, or just sometimes? Okay, that's a lot, isn't it? Because you've got gymnastics and football. Robert Southworth, hi. What is your channel about, please? I do makeup tutorials, but on my channel, but I come on lives just to chat to my subscribers and to people that want to chat. But my cheer and gymnastics, but I think gymnastics is more enjoyable and challenging. I think gymnastics would be more challenging as well. I agree. You can be a bit more creative, can't you? So I think it's a good thing that you're doing gymnastics. But you can get hurt. Yeah, for sure. I can imagine you get hurt a lot, to be honest. You're getting more regular slowly, but surely your channel is growing. Yes, thank you, Tassos. I think it is. It's great to kind of chat to people too and get to know everybody more. But not a lot of the time. So, Candace, do you ever ask for... Nice to meet you too. I understand, Robert, that you're not interested in makeup. I can understand that. Do you ever ask for rest days, but you can't get them, or how does that work? And Tassos, how's your day been? So we're going to take a look at that after we do the highlight, guys. We are going to take a look at this MAC palette. I do have a lot to say about it. I think I'll do a video on it. I have to say, I'm slightly not 100% about it, but I'll talk about it. I have to work really hard and then I earn them. So you earn it. You have to earn a day of rest. You can't just get a day of rest. That's really strict, isn't it? Wow. So you can't just have, I want to just have a day off. They'll only allow it if they think you've earned it. Wow, that's quite tough, isn't it? This is just the Profusion pigment base. And it's just for eyeshadow primer. Sounds strange, work for rest days would be hard on your body. Yeah. It must be quite competitive. I think maybe the coaches want you to be trained really 100%, and then if you ask for a rest day, maybe you've got a competition coming up and they feel like you shouldn't have it. What do your parents think, Candace? Do they wish you had more rest days, or are they more, they're happy that you're doing it most of the time? Just for your body to kind of rest. So this just keeps on the eyeshadow for at least 9 hours. It does calm down. I know it's really white, but it does calm down and it keeps on makeup for a very long time. Sorry guys, I'm just catching up. Kindred Angels, like the body needs downtime to rest up. You need to rest too so you can do your best. Aries, hello, how are you? That's okay if you, it's okay. Candace, they don't care. I get like that weekends with a lot of time with them, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Tassos, is your leg okay? It's still, it was sore today, and it's kind of going cold in one area. So the GP, the doctor knows about it and the hospital know about it. So I'm just hoping, you know, the blood tests come back on Tuesday. So I'm really hoping I don't want to have to go back into A&E. But they did say at the doctors they really don't know what it is. So the next stage is going to be X-rays. So really unusual, guys. But yeah, it definitely towards the afternoon was certainly starting to feel not great. But thank you for asking though. Let me just check, guys. Sorry, I'm just taking Candace, are you talking to me? My legs are perfectly fine. No, Candace, I've had some issues where my left leg just keeps going from underneath me throughout the day, just very randomly. And now it started to be cold in some areas and hot in others. So it got quite bad last Sunday. And so they told me to go to A&E, which is like accident and emergency at our hospital. So I did. And they kept me there for a couple of hours and did tests. And they've sent me for blood tests, and they think that a lot of things can be told through blood, things like that. Then I might have to go for an x-ray. But in the meantime, it keeps happening. I could be absolutely fine, and then my leg just goes and I can't feel it, and then it gets cold and hot, and the really weird symptoms. The only thing they did rule out, which is good, was a blood clot. They ruled that out completely, which is really good, because that would be not good news. Candace, I didn't do gymnastics for 2 years after that, but now I do still. Wow. Yeah, I went to the hospital. Yeah, I went last Sunday night. I was there till about 1 in the morning. So yeah, I'm just hoping they find out what it is, because it's not great to have throughout the day. But yeah, hopefully it does get sorted. So while that kind of sets in, guys, I want to show you this highlight that I have. This is the Revolution highlighter reloaded, and it's in just my type. I'm going to have some water in a minute because but yeah, it is a bit of a pain, because the sensation isn't like physical pain. It's like your lower leg just feels colder than the rest of your body, and you get pins and needles. So they first of all thought like it might be a blocked artery, and it wasn't that. They thought it might be DVT, and it wasn't that. So they're kind of going through a lot of things. But in the meantime, I still have all the symptoms, so it's just a little bit frustrating at the minute. Okay. I'm just going to pop some of this highlighter on, then I'm going to have some water. I find the highlighter brush somewhere. All my makeup brushes, guys, are being washed tomorrow because they desperately need it. Okay, I'm going to use the this is the e.l.f. highlighting brush. So yeah, so I'm just going to be putting the highlight just up here, a little bit here and here, just kind of where you would usually. So this is what we have. We're just going to do it here, just so you can see. But how have you guys been? You don't need a lot with this, guys. It's oh yes, Tassos. Did I say that they said I was low on folate? So that's one of the vitamins they said I was low on, was folate. So I've got a prescription for that. You just reminded me. That's one of the things they did already give me, because they said a lot of this is could be folate as well. I have to go to practice by well done for practice, and what I meant to say was good luck for tomorrow in your competition. Okay, so yes, that's it. We've kind of done a little bit here and here. We're now going to go in with this MAC 6 quad. So when I saw it online, there's a reason I'm saying I'm not hugely impressed, guys. When I saw it online, this pink here looked so strong. I mean, really strong, which it just made me, this was the color which made me want it. This, as you can see, is quite a baby pink. And I will do a video of it to show you, if you look online, it looks such a deep, beautiful pink, that, you know, that's what really drew me to it. But now you can see when I got it home, it's like a baby pink. We are going to work with it. It's not my favorite palette. I am slightly frustrated with it, but okay, that's okay. Candace, are you going to do a live tomorrow, and what time? If you do, yes, my live tomorrow will be 7 o'clock UK time. So yeah, 7 o'clock in the evening UK time. And I'll just put up one of the, if you click the notification bar, you'll get a notification when I always do a reminder in the morning that I'm going to be on live the next day. So for sure, I'll be back tomorrow. Find 1 or 2 power foods, not artificial. Eat it religiously. Oats is one of them. Yep. Bless me, the makeup powder got on my nose. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go in with this, and then we're going to I started to cut the crease, if you remember yesterday, with this, and I don't think that really helped. So we're going to go in with the e.l.f. fluffy brush. Wait, another live stream tomorrow too. Yes, so now what I'm doing, guys, is I'm going to be live Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, because I'll have the time, and it's just a great chance to kind of talk to you guys as well. So the pink one you can see, guys, if you look on, so if you want to look at it for it, it's called Connect in Color Rose Lens, and this is MAC. When you see in the picture, this one looks really deep, and that's why I wanted it, but you can see it's super light. So we're going to go all over the lid with this. I'm not going to, you'll see how light this is, guys. We're going to go all over the lid, and then we're going to start to organize kind of what we want to do with these ones afterwards. So this is just the e.l.f. fluffy brush. But even I've put up a post about this too, guys, and if you see the picture in the post, this one is a beautiful deep pink, but actually when you get it home, it's very, very like baby light pink, so it doesn't really make sense with the rest of the colors, in my view. That's just my view anyway. Other people might have, I mean, it had very good reviews, so, but that's just my personal opinion. But that's what it looks like. The other thing I'll tell you guys is if you do get it, if you put your phone here, there's a scan and it brings you straight to a makeup artist in MAC, and they give you ideas of how to do it. So that's quite good too. That's a new thing. I'd never seen that before. So on the back, you can see there's a barcode. You scan the barcode with your phone and it literally brings up all the ideas and things, which is quite interesting. Okay, I'm going to take some water. Oh, Tassos, you were going to recommend a book, but I had to go yesterday, weren't you? I think you were asking me about a book. Okay, so I think if you can see, guys, I'm making sure that I've got it covered with the pink, and then we'll decide kind of what we want to go into. I think that's probably a better way to do it. I'm going to do the other eye, and then I'm definitely having water. Hi, Total Edits. How are you? How are you doing? What I might do, so I'm not staring at you guys down the camera, is just use the mirror. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Okay, you can see there's a little bit of primer just there. Okay, so that's kind of the pink you get, super light. And if you see the pictures in the display, it looks like a very deep pink, but that's fine. We'll work with it, guys. We'll work with it. Okay, so that's kind of the pink you get. I'm just going to, oh, that's okay if you don't remember. You're late. I'm starting at 7 most days now, for the next while, seeing if that works. And if I need to, I'll go back to 8. But I'm usually 7 o'clock UK time now, if I can. But yeah, I might go back to 8 in a little while. At the minute, 7 is kind of working for me. But how have you been, Total Edits? I was going to take a drink of water. Yes, okay. Okay. So now we're probably going to go in with this deeper one here. Or this one. This one is going to be kind of in the inner corner. The deeper one is going to be kind of in the outer V. So that's what we're going to do. 7 is working for Kaya. I don't think she's been on for a while, actually, Tassos. I'm not sure. She hasn't been on for a while. Total Total edits, my exams are over, so I've got 4 days holidays. Amazing. Enjoy them. Enjoy them. How do you think you did well in your exams? Nice, enjoy holidays. The middle one, the one in the middle. Do you mean this one? I was going to go for this one, but this one actually, because see, if this was so much deeper, I think they'd really suit each other. This is kind of very baby pink. We're going to work with it though. We'll work with it. Okay, let me take a quick look here. So, do you mean this one or that one? This one is called In Loving Pink. That one's called. And this one is called Strong Connection. My exam was great, brilliant. It's always good when you come out of an exam and you feel like you've done well. So yeah, let's swatch this one, shall we? Wow, it's nice bronzy color, isn't it? Very, very nice. Why don't we use that one? And what we can do is just see what it looks like first. Oh yeah, they definitely suit each other. Is that the one you meant, Kindred Angels? Now obviously I'll blend that out. I know I've just put it on with my finger. So this is Strong Connection. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to go back to the fluffy brush and then we're going to blend that out. I might just put a bit more on. Okay, before we go any further, I'm just going to get the fluffy brush. Angel Nose, yes, beautiful. Okay. Do you know who I was thinking of the other day? And some of you younger, or not younger, sorry, more later newer subscribers might know. Rumpelstiltskin came to mind the other time on my live, and I was just wondering if he's okay. He came to mind the other day. I just wondered, and I know some of us were mentioning him on our, hoping he was okay on the last live, or it might have been the live before that actually. So what I'm going to do is this one here, we're just going to go over the pink. Like that. So just gives it a little bit more of a bounce to it. Now that I think looks much better. My day was good. Yeah, my day was good today. Got a lot done. Sorry, I'm very into the little details. There's a dude from a fairy tale. Okay. So that's kind of how that looks. It kind of brings up the eye slightly as well, which is nice. So what we've done is we've kind of started to kind of top the colors. And what I mean by top the colors is that we're starting to kind of layer them on top of each other to get an actual look. So what we're going to do now is go back in with this one like we did before. We're going to go here and we're just going to bring that right up here. Are you laughing at something, Tassos? And then we're going to blend that out. Again, we're going to use the e.l.f. fluffy brush. Tassos, haha, total edits. What's your favorite song? One of them is Linger by the Cranberries. If you're talking to me, unless you guys are talking to each other and I'm late to the that's one of my favorites. Britney Spears, If You Seek Amy, that's another one of mine. My favorite ones. Okay, so now we're going to go in with this kind of peachy tone. And we're going to go back over this. So then you kind of get that real, you can see where it's coming from now. It's kind of going in a good place now. So the key to this is, guys, layering them all together. You can't, I'm so used to having an eyeshadow palette and you can kind of just individually pick and choose. I think to get the best look, because if you look at yesterday's live, it wasn't like this at all, was it? I was concentrated on using one and blending the other. Today, the big difference is we've layered, and that's made a huge difference with this palette. So I think that's the key to these colors, is you layer them. So we put the pink on first, then we did this, then we did the dark, and it all kind of came together. Rumpelstiltskin was the name of a regular here at Kindred. Oh, nice. What age? I don't know how old he was, but he was taking a year. Was he taking a year out of work, as I remember? And he used to be an engineer, and he's lived by himself. Did he have a cat, I think, as well? I'm not quite sure, but he all of a sudden, Kindred Angels, just that was it. He just left. And then I went to his channel once, and his channel wasn't there, but he was always on. He was a regular, and he loved talking to people, and he made a thing of saying that he lived by himself and that he was taking a year out, so he didn't see anybody. And so we all kind of spoke to him, and then all of a sudden it was just like he was gone. So I know was he from India, I think? He spoke to you a lot. He spoke a lot to you, didn't he, Tassos? And he spoke a lot to Total Edits as well. Yes, he disappeared like Rumpelstiltskin from the fairy tale. Very true. But I do hope he's okay. I do hope he's okay, because one minute he was there saying, looking forward to your next live, and then he just never came back. So I don't know what made me think of him the other day. I just thought to myself, I hope he's okay. Okay, so we're going to just, I can see this is nicely blended. We're going to just blend this a bit more here just to make it look less harsh. But we're kind of getting more of a sultry look with this eyeshadow, I think, as well. Total Edits. Yeah, I wondered what happened. Yeah, because you used to talk a lot, didn't you, the two of you? I remember that. I do hope he's okay. Let me check again. Okay. Okay, so that's kind of a really much better look that we got yesterday, isn't it? And I think the key was we layered them all together. Maybe it's you, Total Edits in disguise. But wasn't Total Edits here when Rumpelstiltskin was here? I don't know. Did he have shorts or anything on his channel? Not that I could see, no. He had nothing on his channel, from what I remember. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just take a little bit of this. I don't know if I should or not, or if I'm just going overboard. No, we won't touch it. We'll use that another day. Okay, so we're going to curl the lashes. I'm going to take a drink. And that's kind of what we're getting. If you wanted it to be super, super shimmery, you could go in with this really, I mean, we can try this, guys. Look at that. We can try it and see what happens. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I think he had, like, I can't remember what his picture was, but he didn't have any, from what I can see, like videos or shorts or anything like that. So that kind of, I can see this kind of tones it down slightly. So we're going to go back in with this again. Faceless, but he was very animate in his chats and he never got boring. Kindred Angels, I'm very conscious with people who have faceless channels. They can pretend to be anyone. I mean, that's true in itself. Yes, it is. That is very true. He just seemed to be very, very genuine. And he was a regular for sure. And all I remember him saying, I think the things I remember him saying is that he was by himself. I don't think he had much family around him. So like he used to talk a lot when he was here. But maybe he's just kind of moved on. People move on, you know, it does happen. So I knew that was going to happen. I knew I was going to drop that. I always drop something, whether I'm live or not. There's always something. So what I'm going to do, guys, is before I do the mascara, I'm going to just set the face. This is Rimmel the multitasker. It's a primer, mist, and a setting spray. Okay, but I feel like we got a much better look today than we did last night. So it's just okay. I'm gonna take some water. It feels like an obituary. Oh gosh, it's starting to feel that way, isn't it? I feel safe seeing a face behind a voice. I understand that. I can understand why you would feel safe doing that for sure. Gosh, I hope nothing has happened to him and we're all talking about it. Oh gosh, imagine that. Imagine that. That's not worth thinking about, is it? Oh, jeez. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just use the Rimmel Scandalizer. You could use false lashes if you want to. I'm not really a false lashes type of person. The glue actually just really irritates my eyes, so I don't. I'm going to use a small mirror. After I curl the lashes, I'm going to put the mascara on. But guys, let me know tomorrow if you're going to be on. It would be great to chat to you. So this literally, if you're wondering why I'm curling the lashes, I think using a lash curler actually does a lot of the work that a mascara would do beforehand. Is Rumpelstiltskin name, is it based on a fairy tale? Yes, it is. It's based on a fairy tale of a little boy. Yeah. Oh gosh, it's all getting very creepy now, isn't it? Very a bit weird. Ooh. God. Okay, so I'm just going to be using the gosh, that's got me now. Rimmel Scandalize Wow Mascara. That got me there. Sorry guys. I do hope he's okay. Yeah. But now when you think about his name and what he used as his name on YouTube, yeah. Maybe we'll all end up being in some sort of documentary. I don't know. And recently I read it's based on a true story. Yes, it is. The Rumpelstiltskin was based on a true story. I used to have the children's book when I was younger. Gosh, this is getting really weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. Did anybody else read Rumpelstiltskin when they were little or have the book? Whoa, I'm going to Google it. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. Like I said, like a couple of weeks ago, I just wondered to myself, I hope he's okay, you know? Because don't get me wrong, you get people coming in and out of lives and they might be here for a day, they might be here for a week, but he seemed to come on consistently. And then if I didn't come on, he'd be like, oh, you weren't on. So it seemed like he was, you know, and I think he liked that Tassos came in and he liked that Total Edits came in because I think you all had certain things in common that you talk about. So it was very strange for him to say, oh, I'll see you next time. That was his last thing he said is, I'll see you on the next live. And then it was just nothing. So Total Edits, no way. Why I didn't know it. Is it a true story? Yeah, as far as I know, it's a true story. I think the children's book has kind of animated it slightly, but yes, it's a true story. Tassos, have you watched the cheesy movie? No, I haven't. But it's like there's a really sad dark side to the story Pinocchio. I don't think a lot of people know, but there is like yes, Pinocchio. There is a sad side to that the dad actually um wrote that. There's actually a sad story behind that, but I'm not gonna we're not gonna go into all these depressing things. But yeah. Maybe he meant in the next life. Oh, kindred angels, I will put my name as Goldilocks. Tassos, no way. Gosh, oh my gosh. Because guys, do you remember he said that he didn't really speak to his parents? So you can kind of keep going with it, guys, as much as you want. And you can see it does give that false lash effect. Compared to this side, you can see it kind of just lifts it up. You can go as much as you want. You'll get obviously a fuller lash effect. I think for me, that's okay. I'm not sure, Kindred Angels. I mean, he didn't say he was sick. He didn't say he was unwell in any way. He did say he had like a year off or something like that, year off work. But I think it was more like do they call it a sabbatical or something? Or when you take a year off paid, but you're still in that job, something like that. I think. Um, where is the mascara gone now? Okay, here. Have you read the book Goosebumps? It's scary. It's in our library, and we used to read it, and it had many volumes of it. No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I've never read it. I've never read it. Yeah, I do too, Kindred Angels, because he was actually a really nice person. He was just so down to earth. He was just a really nice guy. Um, I do too. Let's send positive thoughts out there that he's okay. The thing is, none of us even know his name, so we can't even, there's nothing we could actually do to try and find him. Or Orel books. Yes, I thought you said you remember Goosebumps. I do remember it, but like he was asking me if I've ever read any of the books, and I said no, no. But Kindred Angels says yes, she reads and watches the movies. That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the curler again. Just curling the lashes. My last day off tomorrow, guys, and then I'm back to work. Oh, the thoughts of it all, guys. Okay, so I've just curled the lashes. I might just do the inner corner again. But I certainly think, guys, this look turned out a lot better. And the difference with the makeup eyeshadow palette is that we kind of put the eyeshadow on top of the next one, on top of the next one to get that colour. Whereas if you saw the last live yesterday, I was literally having to put one colour here, then another one, and I didn't really, the thing is, I didn't think I had to kind of layer the colours with MAC. MAC are usually a very, very good brand. And I think I still want to say, even though this is a beautiful eyeshadow look that we got and the quality of the colours are good, if you see the picture on my post, guys, take a look at how deep that pink looks and then have a look at this. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same. Anyway, I'm going to come down. It's not the biggest problem in the world, guys, is it? No, at all. Not at all. But I think the trick with this is what I'm trying to say is that you layer all the colors. That's the trick, I think, to kind of get a good look. So whereas yesterday I was trying it out with you guys and I started with this and then I did this on top and yeah, it just didn't it didn't kind of work, but this has actually worked. So I think the trick to these is layer them on top of each other. Okay. Oh, you're talking about the movies. That's good. Okay, I'm going to take some more of the water. That's a nice smiley face, Total Edits. Okay, I've done that. Arush Ralan, you look so good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So we've curled this lash. We're going to do this now. But no, I'm not kind of looking forward to going back to work. I think it's just when you have like 4 or 5 days off and then all of a sudden you have to go back, particularly when it's an overnight, you're doing like a 24-hour shift straight away. It sucks. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get that mascara on. Where did I put it? Here. I did Kindred Angels, and it was the best thing I could have done. I think you absolutely did amazing. I did the work, but you did the color. It was amazing. It's like I was directed. I had a director today and a producer. It was good. Good teamwork. Maybe you have a future in makeup artistry or design or creativity or something. Try to make fun of it when you go back to work in a positive mindset. I know it can be tough, but I know you can make it better. Yeah, you just kind of have to get yourself in. I think I know once I'm there, I'll just get into kind of the work headspace, but I think it's the build up, isn't it? But I'll be fine once I'm in work, I'm sure. You're a singer and you play piano. Wow. Do you write your own songs? That's amazing. That's amazing. And you like cooking and baking. Sounds good. But for sure, this eye look turned out 1,000 times better than yesterday's. Hi, I'm so glad you're alive. Thank you. Total edits. I have pencils and I'm also an artist. Wow, it's amazing. I wrote a few and have a few friends who are music producers and writers. Wow, Kindred Angels, you should, if you write your own songs and you're a really good singer, amazing. Hi, Maddie. No, you meant live. Yes, I figured it after I said it. I realized that's what you probably meant. I hope you had a good weekend, Maddie. Would you ever think of like recording a song, Kindred Angels? Ooh, Eyeshadow is slaying, drama queen Ruby. Thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you, Maddie. You could record your own song. You could record your own song if you wanted to. So if anyone's new here, the eyeshadow palette I used is from MAC, and I'll show it to you now. It's not new in any way. It's got 6 colors. This is what it looks like. Very pretty packaging. And then on the back, if you scan this with your phone, with your camera, it brings up a makeup artist who does the kind of the looks and stuff, and the products, they're all named here. And I'll show you something. They aren't the biggest, but you do get a lot there. So that's the one we put in first. We did a lot of layering today, and Kindred Angels was very good. She was the director. She was suggesting things, and I think it actually turned out really well. This is £32 at the minute, down from 64. So wow, on Look Fantastic. So and obviously if you have I think you can have a points card with them as well, depending on how long you go on for, you can get those. Now they do bronze. If you don't like the pinks, you don't have to have the pinks. They do bronze and greens and like silvers, but this is just what it's like. But I'll just catch up now. Let me just check. I don't go to Sephora, Maddie. There's not a Sephora where I am. I can see it online, but I'd love to go into a Sephora. That would be amazing. Pretty pink. Thank you, drama queen. I come from a family. My father was a producer for the radio. I have recorded in the studio before, and I have this song also and sang off backing tracks and working with music producers and writers. Whoa. They told me to try to be a songwriter. Definitely Tassos, for sure. Post it on Kindred Angels. Would you ever post one of your songs on your channel? Oh, Kindred Angels, would you post one of your songs on your channel? And we could hype it up for you. Oh, you have. It's on your, okay. She has, guys. Just take a look at her profile now, or channel now, and it's there. Okay. Just going to put on some setting spray. My schedule usually when I make a live is gosh, this is the third thing I dropped on the live. Sundays, Mondays, it's going to be Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays, all at 7 o'clock UK time. If it needs to go to 8, I always let you guys know, like literally in the notifications, the day it's supposed to happen, I'll tell you. But usually it's 7 o'clock UK time. And I feel like during the week, it's an early enough for people if they have to go, like if they'd be up early the next day, they're not going to be on. Whereas if I went at 8:30 or 9:30 and you guys had to be up similar to me, it might kind of go on for a while. So yeah, 7 o'clock on Mondays, sorry, Sunday, Mondays, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Thank you for sharing it, Kindred. I really, really appreciate it. I'm just going to, this setting spray is from Rimmel, guys. It's the multitasker. Rimmel have done so much in just calling it the multitasker. They've got the, you know, they've got the filters, Better Than Filters primer. They've got, you know, the concealers, everything. But this is a great one because if you don't have a primer, it's a primer and a setting spray, which I know doesn't make kind of sounds unusual, but it's a primer and a setting spray. So you're 2 in 1 here. And we're just going to spray that. It's matte finish as well. It's a matte finish. If you're looking for a dewy finish, go for something like Elf. This is their Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray, but you just shake to activate that one. That'll give you a nice dewy look. But yes, guys, this is kind of the end. But if you guys, you know, are interested on the schedule is 7 o'clock UK time. Sunday, Mondays, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and most Saturdays. So that's what it's going to be, 7 o'clock. And again, like I said before, if there's ever a time where, say that day it has to be 8 for some reason, or I will always pop it on my posts. So if you hit the notification bar, you will see. The latest video is out now, guys. It's my top drugstore recommendations. It came on, it was uploaded today, so definitely take a look at that as well. I've got the lipstick here. It's a, I haven't forgotten, sorry, it's me when I talk. It's here in the thing. It's here, sorry, it's like I talk and talk. It's the Superstay Vinyl Ink, and it is in 20 Koi. So that's what we're going to be doing there. Now I love the applicator on this, guys, because it's really specific. So we're going to just use a mirror for that. Little mirror here, I'm just going to look in, but if you see how pointed it is, guys, it's really easy to kind of get around. So I'm just going to look, and it smells like vanilla. Just an added bonus. I don't know why I said that. It's not going to make a difference to people, but it does smell like vanilla. Okay, so you can just see how easy it is, guys. So if you're somebody who says, I like lipsticks, but I always struggle, look for something with a thin applicator. And the reason I say thin is because start from the outside and then go in. That's the easiest way to do it, honestly. Maddie, can't wait to see you in the next live. Yes, I'll be tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow. Hopefully to see you too, Maddie. Aha, it tastes like vanilla too. I'm hoping not to actually be able to taste it, but the smell is intense. The smell is intense. Now it is a matte finish. You could always put gloss over it if you want to. If you're saying to yourself, does this come off with drinks, obviously like that, it stays on for about 5 hours. Don't forget, it's called ink, vinyl ink. So if you think about ink stays for a long time, and that's whatever properties or ingredients they've put in there. I mean, it does stay, guys, for a long time. So just kind of be aware of that. I remember one time, guys, I was cleansing, and it took me twice just to cleanse the. But again, guys, you know, when you pay for something, that's not kind of a bad thing. Think about it. You're putting money towards this. You don't want it to come off, say, half an hour later. Okay, so that's it. Now again, you can see it does dry matte, but you can always put gloss over it if you want to. And that's kind of the look. I don't know if I've overdone the pink today, but a girl can never have too much pink. Okay. Oh, Total Edits, subscribe to Kindred Angels. Kindred Angels, I want to see your songs. You have them on your, if you have them on your channel, I can't wait. I'm actually gonna get all my stuff sorted after this live and look for your songs. She writes her own songs, by the way, guys, and she's very talented and she can play the piano. So there you go. Thank you, Maddie, saying that you're my favorite channel. Thank you for coming on as well. I know I'm on a bit earlier. I think it actually suits everybody, guys. Let me know in the comments after this if it suits you. At least we're all kind of, you know, it's earlier, but it's not too late, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do one more setting spray. And then, oh, thank you, Kindred Angels. So that's what we got. So I would say, guys, the big thing. So I will say it's a good palette to have. I'm glad I got it, but you do work to make the colors, you know, kind of go with each other. So that's the only thing. You do have to kind of think outside the box with that one. Yes, I can put the bell on. Great, because if you if you do the notification bell, guys, anytime there's an issue or a change, there shouldn't be, because 7 is quite a good time. You'll always know I'll put a post up, because I always let you guys know. I don't just not do it, because I don't think that's very fair. So I'll always pop something on for you guys. Total Edits, I also want to learn piano. One of my dream come true moments. Absolutely. It's one of my favorite instruments, honestly. Just wow. I've never done it myself, but yeah, I just think it's beautiful to listen to. So we're just going to pop one more on there. Okay. And that's kind of the look. But Kindred Angels, I want to hear your songs. I'm really excited now. That's exciting, giving me something to do in my my day off tomorrow. And also I'll check them out tonight, obviously. But I can't wait to hear your songs. Do you get inspiration, or do they like just come to you, or do you think of a certain kind of feeling, or do they just kind of come to you? Unless something happens to you. Oh, I hope not. I'll be okay, I promise. I've got my friend Sophie checking on me tomorrow. She's really good, honestly. She's quite a good friend. And she, unfortunately, we've been friends for about 7 years. We met through work, and they're obviously now in different work spaces, but we're still quite good friends. And she just came through breast cancer last year. She was like, wow, she was amazing. How she did it, I don't know. And so she's just a really, really good person. So she's going to check on me. Sorry, guys. I also love the violin. Yes, they come to me and I write and I sing on the spot. Whoa, a little bit like Eminem. Not rapping, but like singing. He can just rap on the spot, can't he? Yeah. You're very entertaining. Thank you, Maddie. Kindred, a real friend, at least 7 years. Yes, I mean, I used to have a lot of friends when I was younger, and we all went different ways. And I find it very hard to, I think, to trust people. And I think because we met in work, it wasn't something we met in natural life. So we were together on shift for years and years and years. So obviously that just made us closer and closer. So I think it's kind of ironic that we met. But you're right, it's very, very hard to find a friend, you know, that you can really trust, isn't it? I totally agree. The Kindred Angels, you are talented. So they've been listening to your songs, Kindred Angels. I'm very excited to see this now. Definitely. So this is kind of the look, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and that you all can kind of come back again tomorrow at 7 o'clock UK time. How many songs do you have on your channel? Obviously I can't see now, but I will. Well, yeah, everybody starts somewhere, and if actually singing is what you want to do, then YouTube and TikTok are the places to advertise. Okay, I'm just going to finish my water with you guys, and then I have dropped so many things, guys. This is just me on a live, and then I lose things, and then I find them the next day. So yes. Are you going already? Well, the makeup's kind of complete, so usually I do after that. Is there something you guys wanted to chat about? I'll give it a few moments if you guys want to follow each other or follow each other's channels, so that you have each other's contacts in terms of your channel subscribed, even follow, subscribed. Okay, I always forget it's 2 a.m. here. Oh, yeah, my gosh, I always forget that too. Wow. So at least you can sleep in tomorrow because you're not working. We're enjoying your company. Well, I'm enjoying your company too, guys. I really am. And I love the fact that I get to chat to you. You get to chat too. Sometimes we don't get a chance to say things to people, do we? Or even want to say things to people. And so if you're on something like this, it just really helps, I think, your mental health for sure. But I'm very excited to look at your songs now. It's going to be my little thing tonight. And then get all my stuff ready for work the next day. Tomorrow, I mean. But guys, if you can pick up, if you're interested in lipsticks, these vinyl inks from Maybelline come in different kind of colors, obviously, but they stay. So if you're like, you want a maroon or maybe a red, definitely pick these up. Sometimes it's the only chat we get in the day. I completely agree with that. Yeah. Yeah, I completely agree. It is sometimes the only time we get to chat. Yeah, for sure. That is so true, honestly. I can relate to that. And if we can be here for each other, for sure. And now, Kindred Angels, you know 2 of my worst dates ever. So that's something that a lot of people even now don't know. So there you go. That's something there that you don't know, you know. Yeah. So that was good. That was a good time. So have a have a good Sunday, guys. And Tassel said that's true. Yeah. I should go really. I say that most people just end their lives, but we've all been having such a good conversation, and I do appreciate it, guys. I love coming on and chatting to you guys. I love doing the makeup for you guys and answering questions, but I also love finding out how you guys have been doing as well and catching up. So yeah, it's nice to see you too, Maddie. It's nice to see you too. So if you're in work tomorrow or at school, guys, have a really, really good day. I'm back tomorrow at 7 o'clock UK time. Definitely take a look at the videos if you're interested in makeup. I do some mental health as well. I've done that kind of on request as well. But yes, guys, I think I should say good night now. And I will be back tomorrow, as I said before, 7 o'clock UK time. I will do finished photos and pop them in the post section. And then what I'll do is I'll put a link to the entire live if you've missed the start underneath, so you can kind of catch up. Okay, guys, well, take care, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock UK time, and have a great day.